morning everybody, it's Christian from Serene Education with the 4 major notes update for the 29th of November 2012. Hi guys, it's the last morning before Nikki and I head off back to South Africa with Connor. Let's have a look and see what's been happening on the market and what could happen for today and tomorrow. So, an all important weekly chart, a lot of momentum last week, and you can see the candlestick that's in play this week, very much top heavy. Still nonetheless very small range, and but nonetheless it's trading at the upper end of that candle width, and as long as it maintains that, we should see price heading higher. So back to the daily, let's have a look and see. So what we've seen over the past couple of days is a pullback after a major extension, and you'll notice that the 1300 mark is above price as we speak. 1300 also notice to be a major support and resistance level for this pair over the past couple of months, especially this year. Price actually found a lot of resistance, well, support at this level through the first part of this year. If I can just put that in black, it's a major support and resistance level. Just pan back, you can quite clearly see here back in the early parts of this year, price happened to find a lot of support here through February, March, April, and we had the breakout in May. And price is at that point right now at the hard right edge. Okay, so what we need to see is price obviously definitely to be trading through that. You can see we've had 3 consecutive attempts at the 1300, and we've had a pullback since. However, price has managed to find a bit of support. Yesterday's candle, as mentioned, a lot of momentum to the downside. However, close of play last night finding topside still favoritism, and in doing so telling us that momentum was still looking to go higher. And if that's the case, then price is going to reattempt at the 1300 mark on the upside. Histogram is still telling us you should be looking for that sentiment to be moving higher, and with yesterday's candle moving higher and closing higher at the upper end of that, that's now formed a slight support chart. You can quite clearly see the price is being supported now near term, and if we get a nice bullish engulfing candle out, that will form a new swing, and that swing, and then it's going to be telling us that sentiment is making higher highs, and that would indicate that we should be looking for topside. So at the moment now, intraday, let's look for price to maintain above that 129500 mark, and let's see if price can actually make more further progress to the upside towards that all-important 1300. So on my 4-hour chart, we want to see everything in our favor in terms of the histogram telling us still we should be looking for upside to be the case. You can see the overall trend is up. Just putting in a rudimentary trend line here to tell you the sentiment swing high, swing high, swing high. Noticeably here we've had a tweezer bottom at a institution moving average, so clearly a change in market sentiment from one of bearishness to one of positiveness at a price support and resistance level here in the shape of the 1290 mark, which happened to be a prior resistance support level, and price has now maintained those moves to the upside. In doing so, trading above that 129500 mark, which happens to be a consolidative area of resistance and price support and resistance level on our daily time frame, and you can see the 4-hour candle that's in play right now is moving higher after a number of hours. What do we got here? We've got 12 hours of sideways motion, consolidation. So if we get a nice bullish engulfing candle, it will tell us that sentiment is still looking to drive higher, and we should be looking out for that all-important 1300 mark at the top over here as our first port of call. It's quite close, so if you're looking to take a trade on here, you'd have to be quite aggressive in terms of getting in and out. There's not much in here to move. There's literally what have we got here? 20 pips, if that, if you're lucky. So very close. A lot of risk here for the money that you like to see back, the return on investment. So rather, in my eyes, see if we can see price making a break above that 1300. If we don't see price breaking above that 1300, look to see on your indicators if we are seeing a slowdown here, momentum wise. Look for consolidation here to occur, and then see if you can actually take a profit to the downside, a consolidation pullback on the downside. There will be one or two things that can happen here. You want to see a break above 1300 and a continuation to the upside, or you want to see consolidation here with a nice bearish engulfing candle at 1300 to confirm this is now resistance, and then we should be looking for price to pull back, and if it pulls back towards the 1295, because it happens to be a price support and resistance level, break below that will take us back towards this area here at 12900, which is bringing us back towards the institution moving average. Onto sterling, here we go. Here's the daily. You can see price over the past couple of days. This is going into its 4th consecutive day where price is spending more time above 1600. We had a nice bearish break, a bullish breakout to the upside on Friday last week. We had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now we're going to Thursday. Price Very small range, tight ranges, however, still maintaining above that 1600, and doing so, still finding support here. Okay, 1600 is a very strong psychological round number in terms of 1600. You can see a lot of since September this year, we've seen price hesitating at this area. One or two breakouts, but you can see overall price has been hesitating. Okay, consolidating, pausing, call it what you want, but it has been taking some sort of action around this area here. And as long as price maintains above that, then it's looking more positive. And you can see yesterday's candle, yes, indecisive or bearish because it closed lower than the previous day. However, still maintaining above 1600. As long as it can maintain that, we can get a bullish engulfing candle here. We want to see support being forged now. And the only candlesticks that's going to show us that momentum is we get a nice bullish engulfing candle. Something with a bit of oomph in it, telling us, yes, that the big boys out there are happy above 1600. And if that's the case, then they're going to push to the upside. The only thing that's going to actually cancel this is to have a bearish engulfing candle here, which will cancel out these 3 days of consolidation above the 1600. And then we should be looking for further movements to the downside, preferably back towards that 5900 mark, which will take us back towards that institution moving average. So at the moment now, what we're looking for is intraday buying sentiment. We want to see contracts being bought. We want to see the momentum starting to build on the intraday time frames. My 4-hour chart is a 1600. You can quite clearly see that the price very consolidative, very indecisive over the past 12 hours after the breakout. It's imperative that we see a bullish engulfing candle here to tell us that price is moving higher or looking to build on that momentum to the upside. My trend line is very much in favor to the upside. You can quite clearly see swing high, swing, 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 all moving to the upside. The histogram on my 4 hours telling I should be looking for upside. All my moving averages are below price acting support. And if that's the case, then your MACD and everything like that should be trending. Look at your MACD indicator if you want to see how things are moving. And then at the moment now, a nice bullish engulfing candle. If that bullish engulfing candle can actually break these current consolidation highs here at roughly the 1604, if I'm not mistaken, mark, it'll be even better. You can quite clearly see there are a lot of tops here, quite near term. It's not too far off. We've got a lot of tops above us. Get above that, you can see a lot of wicks there, more wicks, a lot of indecision over here, guys. We don't want to get caught into that. So the one thing that's going to take that all the way is to have a nice bullish engulfing candle. Give some candle or pips back to the market, not a problem, because that will, if we get a nice positive candle here, it'll just confirm that price is going to head up for the foreseeable future to the upside. Next up is US dollar Swiss franc. Like its European counterpart, price in this case has been dropping, and in doing so breaking through and falling. It was consolidating here at the 940. You had a nice little breakout previously, rallied up into the 950, which happens to be a fib retracement area at the, that was a 23.6 here at the institution moving average at 940, then the 38.2 at 950, etc. to the upside. That failed to even get off the ground as price failed at that first hurdle, and price reverted to the downside. We wanted support to be found here. That failed to materialize. As you can see the candlesticks over here, a lot of negativity in those candles, and sure enough, price reverted to the downside. What it has done is broken and closed below a price swing, and in doing so, we wanted to see price pulling back and failing. Yesterday's candle, nice little exhaustion candle here. See price moving all the way up, but close of play yesterday, drawing everybody back down again and forming a nice negative candle. A lot of exhaustion in this candle at a price support and resistance level here in the shape of the 930 mark. So as long as it maintains below 930, then we should be looking for price to continue to the downside towards that all important 920 mark, which is the bottom of the actual consolidation box pattern. So if you look here, if I just draw it, you can see the daily, a lot of consolidation here, price been moving between these 2 points, breakout, pullback. We wanted the continuation up, that failed to materialize, so break back into the box again, would have gone to the first target back towards the price swing low. That broke below that. Now it needs to confirm that was price support. This is new term or near term resistance, and then we should see price moving towards the low here at 920. Okay, so as long as it maintains below 930, look for selling opportunities. You can see the histogram on our daily is telling us that. So intraday on our 4 hour and hourly, we should be looking for negative sentiment to the downside. Make sure that we are seeing that. There we go, 930, price is below that. All the moving average above price, and most important, our histogram is telling us we should be looking for negative sentiment. So to the downside, 920 to start with, 925, and then all the way down to 920 would be our target. Last pair of the day is the US dollar Japanese yen. Let's have a look at the daily. A lot of momentum for the US dollar against its yen counterpart, really moving higher. Most importantly, breaking and trading above that 80. 80 if I just pan out here, you can quite clearly see a lot of hesitation through here in the past, through April, May, June, going into July, a lot of resistance above price, and then near term we had a lot of consolidation at this area. Trading above the institution, nonetheless, reattempting above the institution, and in doing so, momentum really telling us we should be looking upside favored. We wanted to see that further. The more it traded above the 80, the more likely it was going to move higher. Nice bullish breakout a couple of weeks ago, and then you can see the momentum really moving us higher. And doing so, price tackled the 81.50 mark, which happened to be a price support and resistance level or consolidation area here that we saw back in late February, early March, and again in mid-April. Okay, that's the shoulders here of this head pattern, and in doing so, breaking high with a lot of momentum. Now we're seeing the pullback. As long as price maintains above this area here at 81.70 near term, then we should be looking for price to consolidate with just to grab a pause. And once it's done that, then let's see if we can see price heading back up to the highs at the 8400 mark, which is our long-term major support and resistance level high here. So as it stands at the moment now, we want to see price building on this 82. You can see a lot of hesitation here, consolidation. So what we want to see is a nice bullish engulfing candle here this week. If we do get that, then it'll tell us we should be looking for further highs, and that 8400 would be our all-time target for the time being. That's it for today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic remainder of the week. There won't be any video analysis tomorrow because I'll be on a flight down to Durban in South Africa. But I'll be back with you guys hopefully on Monday or Tuesday of next week to do the video analysis. So remember, if you guys still have any questions on that, please email us at support@sereneeducation.com. We'll still get our emails in South Africa. So do analysis, talk with each other on the chat facility. Keep close to the fire, but keep it simple, guys. Okay, and you'll hear from me next week on Monday or Tuesday. Until then, trade serenely.